What's up everyone? This episode we're gonna be continuing our journey. And look at this cute little dog standing there next to us. Right, so we're in Ambrossos village if you remember. Now we're gonna sell some of the crap which we picked up last time.
Come, have a look.
Yep.
I might have something to suit your
Take your time. Take your sweet ass time selling all this shit. Right, then we're gonna skip this part.
Farewell.
Okay. Right. And if this guy here gives us a side quest, he basically was attacked and some of his goods stayed on a road somewhere, so we're gonna find them. There's also another guy which we missed earlier here to talk to. He gives us a side quest as well. Or she. Is that he or is she? Yeah, and they tell us about this blacksmith which we're gonna find as well. And there's a few other NPCs here. The olive grove. And I love talking to this guy as well.
Everywhere across Greece, harvests go untended. Country villages are burned and abandoned. Peasants gather in cities for safety. I say the arrow is already in Greece's breast.
Well, ain't you the poet? You should do some writing, you know. Alright. So we're gonna come out here. I'll show you here the side quests, some new side quests we got, which we're gonna complete within the next couple of episodes. Okay, and this harpy is asking for it. So now we're in Helicos Valley, and there's a lot of abandoned stuff here. And pigs. That is shitloads of pigs, seriously. In real life we would be gored to death with those tusks. Alright, so we picked up Essence of Hecate's Crescent, which is one of the relics. And we're actually gonna apply it, I think, on one of our jewelry pieces, because although it's not amazing, but it's still early on in the game, we could use that. But later on in the game we'll use something better like Demon's Blood. Alright, and we also forgot to apply Storm Nimbus. Yeah, there we go. Not gonna forget that again. Right, I'm not sure where all these crows are from. Must have been a lot of dead bodies around or something. Good day for the crows. If you know where that's from, where that quote is from, you get a cookie. Hey, excuse me? How dare you interrupt me? We're being studied once again, just like in the previous episode. But it's a good job we've got tons of piercing resistance. If you remember, we had something like 32%. And what's this? That's pretty bad, so we're gonna sell it. It's gonna go up for the sale. Look at that! And a huge camp full of satyrs, and the only piece of shit that attacks us is a little pig. Seriously, it's like satyrs don't mind us, and you do. Yeah, and that one pig started all the chaos, so now we're gonna be killing all the satyrs too. Alright, there's a lot more around here, and look at this, we're gonna lure them. See, you can lure them from the distance if you want to. Sort of with our thunderball. They seem to have dropped something. Ah yes, Artemis's bowstring. And look at that pig. Just got skewed onto the fence or something. And there's a monster hero here. One of the satyr monster heroes, Fernos Charskin. And he is fire-based. He's got cast fire spells and stuff. So just, if you cast that fire area spells, just walk out of them, don't stay in them for too long. And yeah, they have another one actually, they have a frost one as well, like Argos Frostwind is his name, I think. So you could meet him as well. Alright. And we forgot to open this chest as well here. And there's a helmet. There's a helmet which it's got more armor than our current one, and it also gives a high intelligence bonus, so I thought I would actually equip it and use it since it's a little bit better than our current one, but although we look shit, don't look so nice. Oh well, we'll wear it for now and see what happens next. Look at this regeneration shrine. What we're gonna do... Do you see what I've done here? I've lured those guys away from their home ground onto my home ground. They're gonna be fighting on my own terms. And that's what you should always do. I've lured them in here, where I can receive regeneration from the shrine, and they get nothing. And we're gonna cross this bridge, and I usually like to kill those monsters down there from top of this bridge. And you can't really do it normally if you see they're not clickable. So what you have to do is you have to shift and then click on your spell, and you'll be able to cast your spells or attack with bows and stuff down at the enemies, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, that's a little bit of a bug here, how those pigs managed to somehow get on top of the bridge. But still, yeah, see, if you shift click, you can take out the enemies from the distance where they can't get you. Right, so we're gonna cross now and get to the olive grove.
That is my grove burning on the hill above.
Burning, you say? Oh my god, there's smoke everywhere! And my eyes, I can't see, my eyes. There's fire and there's spiders. So, I'm guessing pyrophobics and arachnophobics, that's their worst nightmare here. If you notice also, it's a little bit laggy around here because of all the smoke particles and fire particles. It does look actually quite pretty when this place is burning. I know it's a mean thing to say, but it does look pretty. And the music is nice as well. I'm gonna be fighting Arachne at the end of this. And Arachne is a giant spider, female spider, like a spider queen. And I'll tell you a mythology story about her shortly. But what's this? We seem to have picked up a staff. I'm not gonna use a staff, but it's green, so it's gonna sell for a pretty good price. Although staffs always take up 8 slots, I always thought it was ridiculous. 8 slots for a staff. Come on, I can fit that into 4. Alright, so Arachne is just beyond here. And I'm going to quickly prepare before going to face her. Just gonna rearrange some gear and I'll tell you what I've done. Okay, so we've put our old helmet back on because it had some poison resistance which we'll need against Arachne, and I also put some pristine plan which we found earlier with extra 8 poison resistance. So now we've got 17 poison resistance, 17%, which isn't a lot, but at least it's something. It's better than nothing, you know. Although you can still beat her without any poison resistance, you just gotta know which attacks to avoid. See that poison cloud? That's the thing you want to avoid the most because it does colossal amount of damage. Her other attacks are not so bad actually. Her regular thwacks are weak, and that the poison blob as well is not so bad, and her minions die with 1 hit if you see. She's actually not as hard boss as Polyphemus was. She's got a lot less health and quite easier to defeat. But still, she can catch you out of those poison clouds. So that thing you gotta watch out for the most. And there we go. Beaten her to a pulp. I'm gonna pick her shit up and find the stuff. There we go. Sacred olive branch. Actually, you know, you don't actually have to do this bit, even though it's part of the main quest, but it is better if you give the Oracle of Delphi a proper offering, so make sure you don't lose this olive branch now. And this is some other random crap we picked up, so which we're not gonna use. And let's check what's in her majestic chest and in other places. Not much. Is essence of Archimedes' mirror and plenty of gold. And Archimedes' mirror is right here. We're gonna combine it with the last one that we found to make a stronger relic. And Archimedes' mirror is equipable on your shields, which we don't need right now. Okay. Yeah, we don't seem to need that. And I'm gonna meet you just outside of the grove and tell you a bit about Arachne. Okay, so we're back.
The tree is unharmed? Can it
Yep.
be true?
If you don't believe me, you can check it for yourself, mate. Alright, so we're gonna continue and we're gonna do one of the side quests now. Goods Abandoned side quest. And it's quite an easy thing to miss because, yeah, just lure these guys away from the battle stand, if you remember what I told you in the last episode. Because if you fight them on their home ground, they're gonna beat the shit out of you. So, yeah, and we've gotta stray off the path, and this is where we'll find these goods. And there's some undead enemies here. But yeah, I was gonna tell you a bit about Arachne actually. And in mythology, Arachne, she was this woman, right? And she was fucking good at weaving. And she was so good that she actually thought that she was better than Athena. Now Athena, she's usually associated with intelligence and battle strategy and stuff. But strangely enough, she also was associated with weaving, so she was a really good weaver. And so Arachne, she thought she was better. So what happened is that they had the contest, and there's different versions in this. Some versions say that Athena started the contest, others say Arachne challenged her to a contest. So they had this contest, weaving contest, of who's going to be a better weaver. And then, see if you get these chests, that's completes the side quest, goods abandoned. Right? Okay. Right, so basically, and there's different versions again of the outcome of the contest. One version says that Arachne lost the contest, and another one, we're gonna put these braces here since they're pretty good. Got more armor and some fire resistance, if you notice. But yeah, and the other version says that Athena, she got royally pissed off at Arachne because Arachne, in her weaving, she was doing pictures of bad things about the gods, like Zeus having all those affairs with mortal women and stuff. So Athena got really royally pissed off with her. And in either case, Arachne felt so guilty and depressed that she ended up hanging herself, killing herself. And so Athena ended up feeling sorry actually for Arachne after this whole incident. So what she did, she brought her back to life, but not as a human. She brought her back to life as a giant spider. And according to this myth, that's why spiders can weave webs, because spiders are descendants of Arachne. So it's a pretty interesting story there. And actually it makes sense here in the game that Arachne is attacking the olive tree, because the olive tree was Athena's gift to the Greeks. And it's actually another story, because Athena and Poseidon, they were having this contest for who will be the patron god of Athens, and obviously they weren't called Athens back then, they were still undecided, and basically each of the gods made an offering, and Poseidon offered like a freshwater spring, whilst Athena offered the olive tree, and the people, they chose Athena's gift because they liked it more, and that's how they ended up calling themselves the Athens, and Athena became their patron goddess. Alright, so if you notice in this cave we got battles done and we're killing the monsters really fast, and there's a few Orthoses here, the two-headed dog, and I'll save Orthos up for another episode. This is the second time we're postponing telling the story about Orthos, but don't worry, this episode has been a bit mythology heavy, so we're gonna save up Orthos for later. And yeah, this is actually a bit of a bland cave, there's nothing much here. I just wanted to come here just to get some more experience and stuff. Yeah, and this, if you notice, this cave doesn't really have any strong enemies, you just got these small spiders and Euronymous and a couple of Orthos dogs, and that's it. Alright, so we've explored the cave, and we're gonna be finishing the episode here. I'll meet you just outside the cave in the next episode. Bye then!